Special people, special horses. This is Miracles in Motion. Miracles in Motion is a unique volunteer organization which provides through horseback riding therapeutic, instructional, and recreational benefits to persons with disabilities. Miracles in Motion is a non-profit organization accredited by NARA, the North American Riding for the Handicapped Association. Our vision at Miracles in Motion is to continue to provide a well-organized support service with high quality and diverse programs, and to expand our programs to provide that support to even more riders. Special people of all ages experience the joy as well as the educational experience of riding horses. Special horses are selected for their temperament, steadiness, and suitability for working with individuals with disabilities. These horses undergo a series of training sessions to ensure the safety of their riders. We strive to reach the maximum number of people with disabilities and to provide a systematic, progressive program in a safe environment worthy of financial and social support. The Riding Center is a totally accessible facility and sits on 76 acres just outside of Swisher. There are both indoor and outdoor arenas, a stable with 10 stalls, and a mounting ramp with a lift to ensure the safety and ease in mounting riders.
I have been in it for more than 5 years, and if I were to set it for the next 5, it would be to just continue as we are, which means every year we've added something better.
The continued growth of Miracles necessitated hiring staff to manage the program. The backbone of Miracles in Motion continues to be the combined dedication of volunteers and staff, as well as the continued community support that keeps it going. Miracles in Motion is a volunteer-intensive program, sometimes utilizing up to 4 helpers per rider. Training is mandatory for volunteers who work directly with the student riders. Other volunteers fill board positions or participate in committee work. The Operations Committee handles the day-to-day activities of the program. A diverse board of directors oversees the general policy and practices, while our program director leads the Operations Committee in handling the day-to-day activities. The combined commitment of staff and volunteers keeps the Miracles in Motion program successful and evolving to fit the needs of even more people with various disabilities.
I think every volunteer at Miracles comes away with a tremendous amount of personal satisfaction. There's a lot of rewards to volunteering there. One thing that is really fun is the camaraderie of the volunteers themselves. And it's a really great group of people. There's a lot of laughs. But also the students' progress. When I review our volunteers' evaluations, we always ask, how can we make the program better? What worked for you, what didn't? And every evaluation says the highlight was when one of their students made some progress that we were working for. And that's been a real joy.
Though it may be hard to imagine a child who is confined to a wheelchair riding a horse, that happens almost every day at the farm. Students are placed in a class according to age and ability. Long and short-term goals are set with the help of the student, parents, instructors, teachers, and therapists. As you can see, the success of the program is apparent on the faces of the riders. Riders aren't the only ones that benefit from the program. Volunteers experience a special satisfaction that comes from knowing you've created a special bond between a rider and his horse. A bond that brings not only a smile, but a newfound confidence to each student.
While we're working on our lesson plans, you're never sure if your ideas are going to work or if the student's going to grasp the concept that we're teaching. And every student I've had at some point has this aha moment of where the light bulb goes on and they get it and the horse reacts the way the lesson was intended. And those are just really special. I think every volunteer at Miracles in Motion walks away with this collection of special moments, and they're priceless. That's what makes you come back.
Even beyond the sheer joy of riding are the therapeutic benefits for the students. These are apparent to staff and volunteers at the end of each session and over the years.
Jackson started riding last summer. I've seen a lot of progress in him just in the 2 sessions he's ridden. He's talking a lot more. He's very excited to come here. He always says, "Ride horses," when he gets here, and he usually has a pretty big grin on his face once he gets on his horse. And they always have him ride the very same horse every time, so I think he gets very comfortable with the horse he's riding. He has autism, so it makes him tune in and focus a little bit better. He has to pay attention. He has to follow directions. It's been very exciting. I've really enjoyed watching him on that horse.
Lauren and Delaney have been involved in Miracles in Motion for 2.5 years now, so 3 sessions. And Delaney has cerebral palsy and Lauren is not diagnosed. And after years and years of therapy, we kind of ran into a wall with effective therapies that could meet their needs. The girls love coming here. They don't even know it's therapy. They love all the instructors, and the volunteers are great. So the girls, I've seen their strength increase, their coordination increase, and I think most important for a parent is I've seen their self-esteem increase. They love coming and they're confident, and I just am a firm believer in the program.
The quality of life of the community is enhanced when its citizens work together for their mutual benefit.
When Alicia first ever got on a Miracles in Motion horse, I was terrified because Alicia had not done anything this physical on a tall, moving animal. And at that time, she wasn't able to speak. And I'm very worried. Her dad's very worried. Her brother's very worried. And her grandfather's very worried. We're standing there gripping the side of the corral, watching this ride happen. And then as the people came up to us and said, "She's doing fine, she's doing fine." And her smile was just up there. But when you got off the horse, they said, "Tell your horse thank you." And you kind of said something that sounded like thank you. And you started saying, "Walk on." You started saying all kinds of things, and your speech has improved. Now, I don't know if the horse did that, or just being around all these volunteers, talking to them.
Over the years, thousands of volunteer hours and many generous contributions from the community made it possible for Miracles in Motion to evolve. Miracles in Motion began with 6 students on borrowed horses. Then many donations and continued community support allowed the farm to grow to 76 acres and to expand the program to 6 days a week, 9 months of the year, with 160 riders participating this last year. As the farm and program have grown, the need for assistance still exists.
As program director, my primary goal is to make our program as accessible to people as possible. That means expanding our program and offering as many classes as we need to offer to accommodate all of the people who want to ride here. We never really have a problem getting students. It's getting the volunteers and the time in the day to offer the classes that people want. We're also very proud of the fact that no one is turned away at Miracles in Motion for inability to pay for classes or contribute to the program. So we really do support the community, and it doesn't matter what the student's income level is or what the family's income level is.
Continued community support through both volunteer work and financial contributions will allow the program to expand and be accessible to even more riders.
Help make miracles happen.
I saw a child who couldn't walk sit on a horse, laugh and talk, then ride it through a field of daisies, and yet he could not walk unaided. I saw a child, no legs below, sit on a horse and make it go, through wood and green and places he'd never been, to sit and stare, except from a chair. I saw a child who could only crawl, mount a horse and sit up tall, then put it through degrees of paces and laugh at the wonder in their faces. I saw a child born into strife, take up and hold the reins of life, and that same child was heard to say, "Thank God for showing me the way."